Who Do You Love by the Chainsmokers and With 5 Seconds of Summer can be played a variety of ways, and I'll show you a couple of them. I want to start with the way that to me kind of sounds the most like what is happening on the recorded version, and I'm not 100% sure what's happening on the recorded version. I can't see, but this sounds a lot like it to me. What I've done is I've dropped my guitar a half step, and if you don't want to retune your guitar, then just skip ahead a little bit in the video. You can see other ways to play the song. But I tuned my guitar down a half step, meaning that my 6th string gets detuned. It's now at a D sharp. My 5 string is at a G sharp. My 4th string is at a C sharp. My 3rd string is at an F sharp. My 2nd string is at an A sharp. And my 1st string also at a D sharp. So what we've done here is this E chord is actually an E flat or a D sharp, however you want to think of it. The opening chord is going to be an A bar chord, or relative to the tuning that we're in, it is an A bar chord. I've got my first finger on the 6th string 1st fret, ring finger on the 5th string 7th fret, pinky finger on the 4th string 7th fret, and my 2nd finger on the 3rd string 6th fret. I'm strumming from the 6th string to the 3 string, but if you want to leave strings 1 and 2 open and let them ring open, good deal, let it happen. So that's the first chord. The second chord is going to be a relative E chord. I'm moving in kind of power chord position here with my first finger on the 5th string 7th fret, ring finger on the 4th string 9th fret, pinky finger on the 3rd string 9th fret, open 1st and 2nd strings. That's the second chord. The third chord is going to be a G sharp 7, and this is the chord that I see everybody get wrong in the other tutorials, is they play this as a minor chord, and it's not. It's a major chord. The way that you're going to play this third chord of the song is bar with your first finger across the 4th fret, put your ring finger down on the 5th string 6th fret, put your 2nd finger down on the 3rd string 5th fret, and then anything that is not being fretted by your 2nd and ring fingers should be fretted and left open for your bar. This is giving us a major 7 chord. The next chord is going to be a relative C sharp minor. So you come all the way up to the 9th fret and bar with your first finger across the 9th fret, put your ring finger down on the put your ring finger down on the 5th string 11th fret, put your pinky finger down on the 4th string 11th fret, and then your bar has the rest of it. If you don't want a full-blown bar, you can ease tension off your first finger and just strike strings 6, 5, and 4 for this chord. Then you're going to go bring this shape down 2 frets and make it a major B bar chord. So your first finger is on the 6th string 7th fret, your ring finger is on the 5th string 9th fret, your pinky finger is on the 4th string 9th fret, your 2nd finger is on the 3rd string 8th fret, and then you can let strings 1 and 2 ring open. And that progression repeats over and over. A to the E, to the G sharp 7, to the C sharp minor, B, back to the A. And sometimes you can substitute for the lowness because the bass of this track always goes low while it sounds like the guitar goes high. So you can substitute this high E chord, the second chord of the progression, with a low E major chord as well to get a nice bass response. The way that you make the low E chord is you'll have an open 6th string, put your 2nd finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, put your ring finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, put your first finger on the 3rd string 1st fret, open 1st and 2nd strings. And that's the progression that repeats on and on. Okay, so you don't want to play the bar chords. Let me show you how to play without bar chords. And first, let me explain why I started with bar chords. To me, it sounds like the guitar player in that track is sliding his chords across the strings in ways that are not just traditional changes, and the only way to get those slides is through playing bar chords. So that's why I started that way. I'm relatively sure, or relatively certain, that the song is actually being played with bar chords, but let's assume that you don't want to play the bar chords. How can you do it in relatively standard chords? My guitar is now back in standard tuning, and also for this method you don't have to retune your guitar. But I'm in standard tuning. I've capoed on now the 3rd fret. The first chord will be relative to our fret an F chord, and I'm playing this as still a bar chord. I'm barring across the 1st fret with my 1st finger, ring finger, 5th string, 3rd fret, pinky finger, 4th string, 3rd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Or you could play the F chord this way. So leave your 2nd ring and pinky finger where they were, and then put your 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then reach around and grab with your thumb the 6th string, 1st fret. That's a very useful way to play an F for me, if you can learn how to reach around and grab with your thumb, because it lets you leave the high E open, and to me that just creates a better sounding F chord. So the opening chord is going to be the F chord, and then it goes to a C-shaped chord. So move from the F chord to a C-shaped chord. Put your ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, open 3rd string, 2nd string with your 1st finger, 1st fret, strum from the 5th string down. The 3rd chord now is going to be an E major 7. And this is the chord that everybody's playing as a minor. It's not, it's major. So open 6th string, 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, open 4th string, 1st finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, open 1st and 2nd strings. So you've got an F chord to a C chord to an E major 7 chord. Now you're going to go an A minor 7. So take this shape that you've got from the E chord and just shift it down one set of strings. So now you've got an open 5 string. You've got your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. You've got an open 3 string. You've got your 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. You've got an open 1st string. And then you come down to a G-shaped chord. Put your ring finger on, or I'm using my ring finger. You can use whatever finger is comfortable for you, but ring finger to the 6th string, 3rd fret. Pinky finger back to the 1st string, 3rd fret. And then if you, I usually just play my G's with just those 2 fingers, and I'll let my ring finger block out the open 5th string so that it's blocked, and then you've got an open 3, or an open 4 string, an open 3 string, and open 2 string. But if you want to put your 2nd finger down on the 5th string, 2nd fret to make it a full G major chord, feel free. And that's the progression there before it resolves back into so F to C to E major 7 to A minor to G to the F again, repeats to the C to the E major 7 to the A minor to the G to the F, and it repeats that over and over again. And those are 2 ways that you can play Who Do You Love by the Chainsmokers.